Hey YouTube, it's Jake the Ticket Leprechaun here with my submission for the 2019 YouTube Hall of Fame class. Now this setup may look a little different than normal. Wanted to shoot this at work real quick and make sure I get into Mike's contest. And first and foremost, I want to thank Mike for doing this for the community. It's one of the coolest things that we have here in YouTube, and also, in my opinion, the thing that gets everybody involved the most in one contest or event, if you will. So thank you for doing that, Mike. I appreciate all you do. Before I get into my 10 Hall of Fame votes that I have, I want to talk about the reason I voted for these people, and then some people that I believe that have channels that are on the path to the Hall. So for my personal YouTube Hall of Fame, I believe that in my mind you need to have 500 subscribers. Now some people don't like that, don't agree with that. That's okay. I think it's just a good indicator of, you've been around YouTube long enough and have a good enough following to be worthy of Hall of Fame induction. It's not the only component. Also I think it's important that you participate in contests, run contests, comment on other people's videos, and be involved in the community in general. But I don't have a chance to read the comments of someone who is leaving comments on everybody else's videos all the time. That's humanly impossible. And I don't even catch everybody's videos. I mean, I try and watch as many as I can, especially the ones that, of course, I personally like. Everybody has their favorites. But these guys that I think are big enough that they're pretty well known throughout the community, and they have, that 500 subscriber mark minimum, and also, are a good example of what a YouTube Hall of Famer should be via the character clause, if you will. But before I get into my nominations, I want to mention some people that I believe are on the path to the Hall. So again, Mike, to be clear, these guys are my path to the Hall people, channels I envision myself voting for in the future, but aren't quite there yet, but on the right track. We'll call them stars of today, if you will. The first one is Kyle Groundchuck, 289 subscribers. Shout out to Kyle. I think you have a great channel, man. Collect the Mariners Hall of Fame autographs, a little bit of vintage. Great channel. 2, it was hard to leave this guy off. I was surprised he's under 500 subscribers. But Passion for Cards, Matt, he does vintage, he does Hall of Famers, he does Tops Now, a lot of different things. Really generous guy, on the path to the Hall. Scotty Tradition, also someone I was surprised who was under 500. Incredible collection, football, baseball, etc. I really like Scott's channel. Smitty, I didn't vote for you, Smitty, so you can't be mad at me. I just think you're on the path to the Hall. Love his A's collection, especially with bobbleheads. Blue Jacket 66, who doesn't meet the requirement of 1 year, but has an incredible collection, top 5 on all YouTube. Great vintage stuff, autographs, all kinds of stuff. High quality collection. He will definitely be a Hall of Famer next year. G's Mikey, love G's Mikey's channel, one of the best vintage channels on YouTube. Again, for me, he just misses with so many great choices. I had to narrow it down somehow. Sorry, Mikey. Enough said cards. I like Andrew's channel, a lot of pre-war vintage. I see he's getting a lot of votes. He may get in already, but I'm going to use my votes on some of the other guys. Impact Player, Josh. He's a big Bobby Richardson collector. He's got some Hall of Fame stuff, everything from low end to high end. Autographs, a good mix, and a great guy. Max Jackson, who just under the 500 mark for subs. I think he's the premier T206 guy on YouTube. Just misses for me. Caitlin, A League of Their Own. I don't think she's met the year requirement yet. A lot of people have mentioned her. Great production, great collection, love her Hall of Fame stuff. Definitely on the path to the Hall. And then finally, Rhina Martin, who has one of the best collections on all of YouTube, especially autographed baseballs, man. It's great. Shocked that he only has a little over 200 subscribers, but I think he's on the path to the Hall. So now, for my actual selections, my nominations for the 2019 class. The first guy, he brings it every time you watch his videos. Great vintage collection. Hall of Famers, Roman color, vintage forever. Joey brings it. I think he's a lock for this year. I've seen a lot of other people vote for him, and he would be well deserving of that honor. Great channel, Joey. Hope you get him, brother. The next guy is truly an icon within our community. He's been around a long time. He has 2,050 subscribers. He's very well known for his box breaks and also his PC collections in show off in his older videos. And that's the card father, Ricky Russo, who I also believe is a lock this year. Next is more of a duo channel, if you will. Not an individual, but two individuals. One of them has already been inducted into the YouTube Hall of Fame. I'm sure many of you know who I'm talking about. They have a great informative channel, especially to help new collectors. Baseball Card Junkies TV. 2,846 subscribers. Next is a guy I haven't seen anybody really vote for, and if you don't know about him, you definitely should check him out. His collection is incredible. I mean, I'm talking signed vintage sets, old vintage sets, completed, just high-grade stuff. Don't see him put out a ton of videos all the time, but when you do, they are excellent. The Collector, who has 3,348 subscribers. Next is a guy I have seen get several votes. I think he's a lock to get in this year. Surprised he didn't get more support last year. Does a lot of Phillies stuff, some Hall of Fame, some hunt videos for certain cards, ripping packs. Also does Game of Thrones, which I like Game of Thrones. And he's been mentioned by several other people, and that is Wesker Griff. Good luck, Ed. Hope you get in this year, man. Next up is another guy, one of the first guys I really followed on YouTube. He does some Hall of Fame autographs. He's a Mets and Jets fan, if I remember correctly. I hope I didn't get that wrong, Dave. I do watch your channel. And he is well over that 500 mark. He's been around for a while. And I think that is Dave's Midlife Card Crisis. 912 subscribers. Good luck, Dave. Now, next, let's see here. This guy has more followers than anybody I have named so far by a lot. He has a huge following. Now, while I don't watch his channel that often, he does a lot of breaks and things like that, but every once in a while, he'll get in a Hall of Famer, autograph, or vintage or something I'm interested in, and he just has great production, good videos, and like I said, has a huge following, so he's making a big impact on YouTube. And that's KG Sports Cards. 12,535 followers. Also gets my vote. Three more. The next person that is up does a mix of 5-star autographs, which I also collect, so of course I like his channel for that. Does some vintage, does some Hall of Fame. As you can see, that seems to be a trend for guys that I'm really familiar with. But this guy has gotten a lot of support. I think he will get in, and that is Aaron Davis. He's a big Monty Irvin collector. So good luck, Aaron. Hope you get in this year, brother. Two more. The next guy, I mentioned, my qualifications of having so many subscribers and everything. Well, this is the Koufax rule, if you want to call it that. To me, Koufax is one of those guys that doesn't quite have the career numbers as some of the other guys for longevity, but he was so good in his short amount of time that he became a Hall of Famer anyways. And in my opinion, this guy has the best Hall of Fame autograph collection for baseball on YouTube. Probably the best Hall of Fame basketball autograph collection on YouTube, and it is a crying shame that he doesn't have triple the amount of subscribers that I'm about to mention. People say that about a lot of people, but it's true for this channel. I mean, Mike, who's hosting this Hall of Fame class inauguration thing, he says that this guy has the best Hall of Fame autograph collection. And I know you all watch Mike, and this guy's collection is better in terms of Hall of Fame autographs. And that is none other than my friend Bill, Hall of Fame collector. He has 313 subscribers. He should have way more than that. Bill, best of luck to you getting in this year, my friend. You definitely deserve it. Finally, outside of Mike himself, I think this guy has made the biggest impact on YouTube that I'm very familiar with since my time here on YouTube. I like to say that I knew him before he was famous. I tell him that sometimes when we talk, and I left it on one of his show videos. And that is the host of Around the Hobby. If you haven't checked out Around the Hobby, well, you're probably living under the proverbial YouTube rock right now. It's one of the hottest things on YouTube. In my opinion, the best show series on YouTube. Very informative, great guy. We've talked on the phone before, and that is none other than Snoop12922, who is Xavier. Great guy, good person. Seen he's getting a lot of support this year, and best of luck to you on getting in, Xavier. And that wraps up my 10 votes. So to go back through them real quick: Snoop12922, Hall of Fame collector; Aaron Davis, KG Sports Cards; Dave's Midlife Crisis; Wesker Griff, The Collector; Baseball Card Junkies TV, Ricky Russo, and Joey Brings It. Good luck to all you guys. Excited to see the results of this year's class. Have a good one.